Hi Tubies, here's Alexandra and welcome to another tutorial-ish. Well, the thing is, today I have discovered a new painting technique that might rival the very famous Slapchop technique, and I call this technique the NEWSHCHOP. And here's the result. And as you can see here, what I've done is I've, used the NEWSH on a white primed miniature with a brown base, and I removed most of the excess with a cotton bud, and then I've applied contrast paint over it, and it provided me a similar result to Slapchop, but in a kind of different way. Because with Slapchop you have a grayscale miniature, and all the colors that you apply to that are affected by the paint coat underneath. So if you have slap-chopped a miniature in grayscale, and if you would apply, let's say, a yellow paint over it, it would turn green, and it will never produce a bright yellow with that. But with the NEWSHCHOP, you can now very quickly apply a really nice shadow color in the color of your choice, and then apply the top coat with contrast paint, and you will have a nice shaded miniature with the desired color effect on it. And today I will show you how to achieve this. I have here 5 miniatures that I will gladly sacrifice on the altar of science, and I will experiment with different colors and different contrast paints. Obviously there is an nearly infinite amount of combinations that you could go for with base coat and NEWSH color and contrast paint, but we will focus here on a white spray primer and different combinations of colors and contrast paints. So first of all, here the primer here, this is a little bit greenish because the miniature itself was not gray but green, and so my primer shines through, and I don't want to spray coat a second or third layer of primer on it to cover all the details, but I think that will suffice. So what we have here are 3 boxwalkers, a Death Guard Space Marine, and we have a Primaris Reaver. So what I will first do is take the NEWSH medium. NEWSH, what is that exactly? It is a mixture out of a drying retarder medium and a matte medium. So all the recess shading will be then nice and matte. So give it a good shake, and I will pour that into my little mixing cup here. Let's say 5 drops, that would be plenty. And then let's start with the standard brown. I have used in this here a very dark brown here with Montfranc brown, but I think I will go for a brighter brown with this here. So let's take some brown like that and mix that in. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. So then you will slap that all over the miniature, just like that. Just like you would with oil paints, enamel paints for the grimdark version. So our goal is to have this in all the recesses. The upper areas are not that important. that what is important are the recesses. So if you find a recess that is still showing primer color, stab it with your bad old brush. So I'm obviously using a very old dry brush for that. So he's completely covered now. Let's see if there are any white spots that I can see. No, there are not. Okay, and now we take a cotton bud and we remove all the excess from the top surfaces. And we will pretty much instantly get a shaded miniature. So here are the details a little bit more pronounced. So the cotton bud has a little harder time to remove that excess, but we will get there. So let's turn the cotton bud around. So, and that is basically it. And this here is now our pre-shaded base for what we would do then with contrast paints over that. Yeah, this needs to dry now completely. The drying time for the NEWSH is, let's say, 2 hours minimum, then we can work with it. So I will leave that now to dry, and I will come back with also here the 4 miniatures with different contrast, not contrast, NEWSH colors, and well, we then will proceed to different contrast paints on top of that. I'll be right back. Ta-da! And we're back. And as you can see, I have exercised all the NEWSHCHI goodness on these miniatures. Let me present to you the Reaver here. I have used orange for this one. Then the next one here, this I used a dark green. Then we have a purple. Then we have here a nice dark blue tone. And this one is a brown. So let's start with the one that I'm most excited about, the orange one, because I'm always in the lookout for a good way to paint yellow for Imperial Fists. And yeah, let's give it a try. Ow, I hurt myself now really hard with the spike on this head. Ouch. I'm in sincere pain now. But I will go on and paint on the contrast paint Imperial Fist now. It still hurts. So, and as we can see, we generate really nice shading in the yellow department here. I really like this. So the Slap Noosh for yellow is a astounding success. So I hope I got everything. Underneath there. Yeah, I think I got everything. So there we have them. And the camera is going nuts right now. Sorry about that. So next one. Let's say we take now the blue one here, and I thought, okay, this will be a Death Guard Marine, so let's go over it with a nice yellow, a nice bright green with Mantis Warrior green. So let's give this a try. And right off the bat, yeah, I think I needed to go a little bit more light on the blue. As you can see here, down here at the feet, that works best when there are really, really nice white spots. With the blue, I have reduced the amount of NEWSH I have been using, and the drying time was way too fast, and I didn't get enough of the color off. That's why it is mostly dark blue. So the best ratio for NEWSH is still a 3:1 ratio. 3 dots blobs NEWSH to 1 blob of color to get the working time you're aiming for. So that's now the blue one done. And I must say, overall, yeah, there are some really, really nice shadings in there. It looks great. Next one. So, we have here a green tone. So, let's go over it with maybe a flesh tone. How about Fire Slayer Flesh? That tone is too dark, I think. But it gives interesting results. The green shines through very much through this one here. For Poxwalker, definitely a really, really interesting shading. We lost an icon there somewhere on the line. Yeah, that's something definitely interesting to work with. Can't wait until this is dry. So, Next one. Let's say we take here a mixture of Bar Red and what was the other one? Blood Angels Red. And put that over the purple. Let's do that. Red is normally quite overpowering and you can't really see the shadows or shadings. But the purple seems nice. And we get some really interesting shading. Let's wait until this is also dry. So, and last but not least, this one here with brown. What are we thinking? What didn't we use yet? We didn't use a blue. How about we use a very bright color, like here, Apothecary White. How does that compare? Let's put it here on the trousers. It's also interesting. Yeah. Let's take a different blue. Let's say Thalasar blue. And that's quite a powerful blue. Let's put that here on the hammer. That's quite overpowering. So for this method, I think we have concluded that the brighter contrast paints work better with this method. Let's remove all the pooling. There we go. Nice bright blue. Let's now try maybe a wash, Seraphim Sepia, on the skin. It's a quite weak wash. That will just enhance the stuff that we already have. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's all the versions. Let's leave that to dry, and I'll be back in just a second. So the miniatures are dry, and the final results are here. So the absolute winners of this, I would think, is definitely here the green. So you can see here at the leg and here on top, there were the spots that were the lightest, and I achieved with the NEWSHCHOP a really nice gradient, and with the contrast paint over it, it looks really, really great. Also here, the legs, you can see a nice shading here down in the recesses and highlights here on the top surfaces. Yeah, the backpack, where I couldn't remove the blue right, it is a very plain green. but here also at the hand, and definitely here at the backpack. Really nice shading. So blue is a winner. Then definitely also a winner here is the yellow. It's a very, very nice shaded yellow with deep oranges in the recesses, like here, for example, down there, here at the boot, and here at the chest plate. You can see that also. Really nice. Definitely worth experimenting more. So the red is a mixed bag, I would say. Yes, it shaded with the purple, but not that prevalent like in the green or in the yellow. So then the brown. We have also here the first version with brown on Plague Bearer Flash. That definitely is a real good work for Death Guard miniatures. Then we have here that with the wash, and here with the blue, and here with the Apothecary white. Very interesting color transitions there. Definitely something that you can start working on there. So the green over brown. No, it was brown over green. That didn't really work as well. I don't really like it. Yeah, and those are the results of my experimentation of the newly invented painting method, the NEWSHCHOP, used with a NEWSH acrylic weathering medium. Yeah, I hope you liked this experimentation, and we will see us in the next video. Yo, Alexandra. Bye.